Hello everyone, it's Yvonne here, back to do your bonus read for Sunday. I'm going to use one of my first decks here. It's the Angel Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue. They're very big. When I go back to some of these tarot decks, they were huge. So the last couple I've had have been they're really huge, and I love the little decks that are so easy to shuffle, but we'll get there. I think these ones are very hard to see. They're very hard to hold. So I watch everybody else shuffling them very differently, and I think I'm always used to doing these sort of like more casino shuffles. So I can do them, but look how much trouble they get trying to get hold of them. But anyway, we'll have a go with these today, and I haven't read with them for such a long time. Okay, let's see what's happening. Thank you very much for joining the channel. I want to say a big thank you to all the subscribers. I'm like a couple of people off, a couple of subscribers off 9,000. Who'd have thought? I would never have thought that. So I'm pretty happy that it's worked out the way it has. I should have trusted that Spirit was sending me on the right journey. Okay, so we have the Ace of Pentacles coming out here first. This is about a brand new start, but something that's very stable, promises stability. It can be a long-term relationship. It can be being offered a job that has, long-term prospects for you. It's very likely that this is something that you wanted. Seven of Swords is behind that, with the Sun and the Knight of Swords. So it sort of feels to me like you didn't trust that you would get this, or you didn't feel confident that this would come your way. And now you're feeling really confident and really getting that, this is what you wanted and you've been delivered it. I guess it's that feeling like, I really wanted it, but I just never thought I'd get this. So whatever it is this is stability in a relationship or stability in a job. You didn't trust that it would come your way. That Knight of Swords says that you're feeling very sort of confident now. It's come to you, but you didn't think it was going to. Very nice. So we have the Four of Wands here. Now the Four of Wands is about stability, marriage, commitment. So this is something that's coming in for you that is a long-term, this is about relationship here, but it's very much a long-term thing. This isn't something flippant, it's something that's meant to be. Okay, and then we have the Seven of Wands coming in. So maybe you've been sort of fighting for something for a while. You may have been trying to bring something in. You may have been working with someone. You may have been putting in a lot of effort here, sort of trying to get to this point where you could have what you wanted. Sometimes this is about relationships that take a long time to get off the ground. You may have had a lot of... the Seven of Wands is like defending yourself, but it's like you're standing up for yourself all the time, but you're actually fighting for something that you know that you want, or you know exists, and you're trying to bring it in here. Nine of Cups coming in here. Now we know the Nine of Cups is about a wish coming true. So you've definitely got some sort of wish coming in here, something you've really wanted, something that's finally happening. And we have the Two of Pentacles. So there's sort of a bit of balance here. Maybe it's sort of come as a bit of a surprise or a shock, or sort of like a... It's sort of like it's... how would you say? It's sort of like you don't believe what's going on. You're trying to marry up what's happened with what you thought was going to happen. It's like really like being surprised by that and trying to blend those two together. Sort of the reality with what you, the reality of what's happened with what you perhaps imagined was going to happen. The Seven of Cups is here. So the Seven of Cups talks about confusion. It talks about illusion, delusion, confusion. So this is about being confused by this, not being 100% sure you can trust it really. 10 of Wands coming out here. So it is time to put your burdens down. You can move forward now. You are at the end of this cycle. This again is sort of like having got so much on your back here. I think that perhaps you've been working at this for such a long time and you never thought it was going to come off, and now it has. You're really sort of blown out by that. You're confused. You're really not sure now how to move forward because it wasn't something you expected. We do have the 8 of Wands coming in. So this is very quick energy here. So something's happening here to move this forward in a very, very fast way. So it's like you're... Oh, wow. It's almost like you're overwhelmed by the fact that this has finally started to move after so long. I feel like it's almost like you've battled with something for a really long time to get it going, and now it's started going. You're like, I don't know what to do with it. Like that sort of feeling. Okay, so we have release here. So it's the card of 13. So it's the card of the devil energy. So it's about giving away this devil energy here, letting go of this ego, trusting your intuition, moving forward. The card says it's the end of a phase or situation. It's spiritual transformation. I feel like, I'll go and do a complete recap, but it's a really strange energy. Okay, so we do have the Empress coming out here. We had the Emperor in the What's Cracking reading. And we have the 4 of Pentacles coming out here last. So the 4 of Pentacles talks about hanging on to something. Okay, all right, let's give this a really good, there's a lot of energy in this reading. You finally got something you wanted here. It's like you finally got something. You weren't thinking you were going to get it. You really didn't. It just had gone on for so long that you really felt that it wasn't coming your way. This real energy of, oh my goodness, now it's here, what do I do with it? Because you're really tossing up, trying to balance things out now. So I feel like you didn't really probably... You may have trusted your intuition. Let's get this right. You may have trusted your intuition, but your ego kept kicking in. And it's one of those things where in your gut you know it's the right thing to do. You're really sure of it. You're really confident. But the ego keeps coming in and doing the what if this and no that and you can't do that. And you know what I mean? And I feel like you've had this hard time trying to keep balance in this situation. But it's something is about to take off really, really quickly here. Something is going to take off. You're in a position there where you can just let go of what you've known before because you don't need that anymore. This is about forward movement. The card of release is here, and I know it's about releasing the ego. It's about releasing those things that have held you back. It's time to drop them with that 10 of Wands there, wherever it is. 10 of Wands. It's time to drop them here because you're about to move forward on a very different path. So we have the 10 of Wands and then going to the 8 of Wands, which is very, very fast movement. And what's missing is the 2 of Wands, which means that you're moving on a very different path here. You are taking the energy on of the Empress. So you're very much in a position now to move forward. Everything's right here. It's beautiful. And you've got this lovely stability here with this four of fires. So it's almost like you go from this time of being completely unstable. This nice. This 2 of Pentacles here. It's like you're trying to balance these energies. So you've gone from something that was really erratic, irregular, unreliable, unsure, into this time now of going, well, everything's just fallen in place. I'm not sure how to work with that. And you're juggling this, going, hang on a moment, there's my ego and there's my intuition. And, and now all of a sudden my intuition was right, my ego was wrong. Or, what I was thinking was wrong, but what was in my heart was right. And it's like you're tossing up all these energies, trying to work out how now to handle this brand new situation in front of you. But it's everything you wanted. So the card that very nicely jumped out of the deck for me is the 3 of Action. And it says things are working out beautifully. Now that your ship has come in, It's time to decide what your next project will be. You may choose to continue to build upon your successes or move on to something entirely different. Be willing to travel if necessary. Very, very interesting. So something has finally come home to you here, and now you're so floored by the fact that you've manifested and brought this in that you're really not sure what to do with it. My advice, and I never give advice, but my advice here is freaking enjoy it, because you've got what you wanted. Have a fantastic Sunday.